Fat to Fit, day 145. I actually did some proper exercise today, like I've been promising to do for like 50 days now. I did some weightlifting finally. I want to get into doing that regularly. I did 4 sets of 15 push ups. They were harder than I expected, but I'm kind of getting back into the rhythm of those. The last set was the easiest, the first set was the hardest. I just kind of do those throughout the day. I did 5 sets of 12 reps overhead press with 35 pounds. 2 minute rest between sets, and then that's all I planned to do. Then I did 5 sets of 12 reps for bench press with 95 pounds, and then I did 4 sets of 4 chin ups. Again, there's 2 minute rests between each of these sets. That's sort of my standard. Yeah, so today went pretty well. I'm definitely pretty pumped up. I've been up there weightlifting, I gotta get that thumbnail, gotta get the thumbnail for the video. Today was a pretty good day. I came home and I started writing out my little sheet, my notepad, so that I could do this video, and then I was like, oh crap, I forgot to do my weightlifting. Let me do my overhead press real quick, and then I did that, and I was like, I kind of want to do a little bit more. Then I did bench, and then I wanted to do a little bit more, so I did chin-ups. And I could have done a little bit more of each, but I kind of want to keep myself wanting more so that I do it again in like 2 or 3 days. Tomorrow, I'm also going to run 4 miles, so stay tuned for that. I'm getting back into exercise for sure. I weighed in this morning at 182.4 pounds, which is pretty good. We have been coming down. A little bit of TMI, but guys, I took a massive dump today, so expect that weight to come down tomorrow. I'm very excited for that. I had 7 hours and 45 minutes worth of sleep last night. I had 5 grams of creatine today, as always. I had 1 gallon of water yesterday. I had about a half gallon today. I'm going to try and finish that off real quick. I'm going to start chugging water right after this video. As I said, I did 4 sets of 15 push-ups. I did 5 sets of 12 overhead press, 35 pounds. I did 5 sets of 12 bench press with 95 pounds, and I did 4 sets of 4 chin-ups. Next week, and I will up the overhead press from 35 pounds to 40 pounds and do another 5 sets of 12. And then I'm going to increase the bench from 95 to 105 and then do another 5 sets of 12 reps. And then I will do 5 sets of 4 chin-ups instead of just 4 sets of 4 chin-ups. So lots of numbers, guys. Sorry, I don't really know how else to say any of this, but it is what it is. I had 1,490 calories of food today with 25 grams of protein. Not really the most protein, maybe I should have planned ahead a little bit better, especially on a day where I've been trying to, weight lift, so that's probably a stupid idea, but oh well. And then today is day 8 of the streak, so things are going really well. I'm very happy with that. I did not have the healthiest food today, obviously, but I did come in under my calorie limit, which is the most important. So I'll try and focus on eating a little bit healthier in the near future. Definitely getting my protein intake up, obviously. Probably going to cook some chicken tomorrow. I got some that's been sitting in the fridge. It's probably expired, but I'm still going to eat it. So this is how I am. I don't really care. The expiration dates are more like a guideline than actual rules, As Pirates of the Caribbean Online would say, my favorite game ever. Not actually, but it's a pretty awesome game. My favorite game ever is probably Minecraft, and then like Dark Souls 1, and then maybe Subnautica, and then after that it's kind of like a toss-up. But I really love Subnautica. I had cake that was 950 calories. Some of it was left over from a few days ago. I had 8 grams of protein. I had crackers with 90 calories, 2 grams of protein. And I had some quality Chef Boyardee ravioli, 450 calories, 15 grams of protein. I never expected that 60% of my daily protein intake would come from a can of Chef Boyardee ravioli with meatballs, but here we are. Okay, maybe that wasn't the smartest decision, but oh well. We'll change it up. I had 1,490 calories, as I said, 25 grams of protein, day 8 of the streak. I'm very excited to get that up to 14, and I'm very excited to keep losing weight. Once I lose about 5.4 more pounds, I will finally build that Lego set, the Lego Star Wars ATTE that I've shown off in the videos before. Very excited. Once I hit 178.0 or below, I'm going to build that, so I'm very excited. I have not been watching or reading anything, although I did read the first issue of Watchmen, so I'll probably finish that. I really like the Watchmen movie. I really like 300. I really like Man of Steel. The Snyder Cut. I really like Snyder films. They're really good. I know it's like horrible to say that or whatever, but his films are pretty good. What else? Oh, and I'm going to introduce 2 new rules to my diet, to the streak specifically. First off, I'm going to give myself an extra 100 calories of leeway. Today I wanted to eat something different, but it was going to go over like 50 calories over my limit, and so I decided against doing that. I want to give myself a little bit more leeway so that I can, if I want, spend the extra 100 calories, but the goal is still 1,500, but I won't end the streak if it's anything 1,600 or less. So I'll give myself an extra 100 calories to play with, and then also I'm not going to count if I go over my limit. To have a protein shake, I won't count that. I would have had a protein shake just now, even though it went over my limit because it's a protein shake. It's not going to hurt, obviously. 120 calories is worth the protein. But I didn't want to, screw up my streak on a technicality like that. So, say I have 1,600 calories already, I'll let myself go 120 over to have a protein shake, so that those are the two rules. So, the soft maximum is like 1,500, as I said, but then the like absolute total maximum is going to be 1,600 plus whatever protein shakes I have. This probably won't happen too often, but I just want it to be there as a little bit of leeway so I don't stress too much about the streak, because I really want to keep this streak up. It is definitely quite motivating, and if it gets reset to 0 over a protein shake or something, that's really going to suck and be kind of stupid. So we're not going to be doing that. So those two rules, and that's basically it for today. As I said, tomorrow I will run 4 miles. I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, that's it for today. So here's the fat joke of the day. Yo mama is so fat that she does not wear a belt. She wears a suspension bridge. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day 146. Peace out. Winds of Winter is never coming out.